Hello. So I just recorded my YouTube goals for 2020. 2020, crazy. This is going to be more of my personal goals. So like I said in my YouTube goal video, I really try not to wait for like a certain day or a certain time to change things that I want to change. However, this is really just a good time to do it. Like if you're going to be making big changes in your life, or if you're thinking about changes, these are more things that I'm just looking to change and that I'm hoping to change. Then after the holidays, when things have been crazy and January hits and money's not like it was being spent in December, and you don't have buckets of cookies in your house and things like that, it's like a good time to make some changes. So one of the things I talked about in my channel goals video is my emails. So I'll touch on it really briefly again. I get a crap ton of emails. I know everybody does. All of the stores, everywhere you've ever thought of buying something, you get a billion junk emails every day. I get a lot of emails for YouTube stuff, and I get a lot of emails for like my businesses. So I have a lot of that kind of stuff. I always go through and delete all the junk, and then I handle anything like emergent, and then the rest of it kind of just hangs out for like a week. And I want to get to the point where I'm clearing my inbox every single day. My boyfriend is so good about it. He's so good about it. I mean, he has to be. He gets a lot less junk stuff than I do though. But professionally, I mean, he has to, so he does it. I want to be like him and have my inbox down to 1 or 2 emails a day. So that's a goal. I've gotten better about it. I mean, there was a time a few years ago where I had like 4,000 or 8,000 messages that were unanswered. So the fact that it's always under 100 now, pretty good. It jumps up over 100 every morning, but I weed it down. We get back to it. It's a good thing. Okay. Another thing that I talked about in YouTube is a new recipe a week. I'm going to be making this a YouTube goal because it means that I am personally in the kitchen. I'm cooking, I'm creating, I'm making these awesome meals for my family. I would like to share one new recipe a week, which means I'm having one new recipe a week in our home. Fingers crossed. And getting back to meal planning. I love it. I don't know why I don't do it. It's so nice to not have to think about it, but to think about it once a week instead of 7 days a week. Love that. Flossing. Okay. I'll admit, not a consistent flosser. I should be. I am not. So I'd like to work on that. Just find something that works. Even if it's like a water pick. Just something that kind of ups my oral care. I know it seems so silly. But that is something that I'd really like to do. Just to work on. Continuing to minimalize. I've been working on this for a long time. We're talking years and years and years. I mean, there was a year that I did, it was probably back in 2010 to 2011, where every week I tackled a space, and I continue to do that all the time. So you'd think it would be done, but it is like a constant work in progress, especially with like kids and a significant other. And he likes to keep things because just in case, I like to get rid of everything. If it were up to me, we would have like nothing in the house. But it's, I share the house with 3 other people. So anyways, I want to continue to work on that. If anything, just for my own personal spaces. I did a lot last year. It's been fabulous. I haven't recluttered any of the spaces that I took very seriously. Really, yeah. But there's always like things that could be better, right? Like those sample packets of a beauty product that you're like, oh, this would be great for travel, that you never take traveling. Those have got to go. So stuff like that. So I'm going to continue to work on that. Maybe I'll share some of it along the way. Finally, my last thing is listening to my kids better. I've got to be a better listener. And like, it just has to happen. It has to happen. Deacon brought it up to me the other day, and he's like, Mom, you just don't listen to me. It's like, no, I feel like I do. And he's like, I don't feel like you do. I'm like, okay, well then that has to change, because I need you to understand that I do listen to you and that I do hear you, and I need to acknowledge that better. Even if it's just like, Mom, will you get this for me? Mom, will you get this for me? Like, piece of homework or whatever. And I hear them and I'm planning to do it, but I don't acknowledge that, yeah, I will get it for you. Let me finish this. I multitask all day long. Why I can't do that, I don't know. So things like that where I'm like, I could definitely be a better mom in listening to my kids and acknowledging them. So I'm going to work on that. It's going to be something I'm going to work on. So anyways, those are my goals for the year. Some things that I would like to change, things that I would be changing anyways, even if it wasn't like a new year. It just so happens to be a convenient time because it is a new year. So that's it. I will talk to you guys very soon. If you have any New Year's goals, I'd love to hear them. Leave them down below. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.